Welcome back to Friday Football Fever. As normal, Doug Fernandes joins me in studio, and it's playoff edition of Friday Football Fever. Doug, let's get right to it. The Venice Indians against St. Petersburg. Both teams 9-1. A shocker down there, if you will. Walk me through this one.
It was a shocking game because I think not a lot of people gave St. Pete a lot of credit. Pinellas football sometimes gets the short stick. They think that's not the same kind of football that's played down here. That was sorely mistaken. First two series, 2 touchdowns. Venice was immediately down on its heels, 14-0, and you could really sense the panic on the sideline. You could sense the panic in the stands. We talked about it before the break, that Venice has come up small in the playoffs before. St. Pete had these guys scouted tremendously. The Indians rely on Trey Burton. Trey Burton accounted for 3 of their touchdowns off their only 3 scores, but at halftime they only had 50 yards. This is a defense that allowed only an average of 119 rushing yards a game this season. St. Pete torched them for 260. Venice had scored 30 or more points their last 8 games, didn't do it today. Very, very disheartening loss. Really shocking. As you alluded to earlier, Coach Peacock did not want to talk to the media. And a horrible, horrible way for Trey Burton's senior season to come to an end like this.
Yeah, unbelievable stuff right there. 2007 being the last time Venice lost in the first round of the playoffs, then to Cape Coral. Moving on to, on a positive note, the ODA, the Outdoor Academy Thunder. Who would have thunk it? In the playoffs for the first time, and they win in the first time of the playoffs. Everyone's got to have an opinion about that. Give me your thoughts on that.
It's unbelievable. I have not seen ODA play, and it's amazing. In this area, everybody sort of focuses on Venice, Manatee, Southeast, and these smaller schools with the smaller program can come up and bite somebody. Really, ODA, what they've gone through. We were talking earlier, Braden River and Southeast, that was sort of reversed. Everybody thought Braden River would lose to Winter Haven. They ended up winning. Everybody thought Southeast would move on. They ended up losing. So, but according to form, it went like everybody thought. Half the teams would end up winning and half the teams would end up losing. It's just the order, and the teams that ended up doing that was a little bit skewed.
Yeah. So here you have ODA moving on. As Coach Brett Timmons found out in our interview, he will have a rematch against Evangelical Christian next Friday in the second round of the playoffs. As you said, we got 4 teams remain, 4 teams out. 2 games came down to the wire, overtime. Southeast losing in a thriller to Lake Wells by 3, and you have Braden River winning by 3 in the extra period. Just to sum up the season here, Fern, I mean, you've been around football for quite some time. Really quick.
Really quick, this Venice loss trumps everything that happened tonight. Whether the teams won or the other teams won or lost, Venice losing in their opening round when everybody had it earmarked that this team was going to win their 3 games at home and advance to the state finals. Shocking, shocking upset tonight in Venice.
All right, there he is. He's Doug Fernandes. I'm Antawan Smith. 4 teams out, 4 teams remain to play on Thanksgiving weekend. That'll do it for us. We'll be back once again. More news and weather coming up after the break.